episode of Getting to Know Our Neighbors. My name is Erica Sanchez with Home Central Realty, and today we get to speak to John. He is a loan officer with USA Mortgage. I've known John for as long as I've been in real estate, and what I truly enjoy about working with him is that he's very humble, he's very down to earth, he's always available to answer any questions that I have, whether it's during the week or even on the weekends. So I'm super excited that he's here. Let's get started. Hi, John, how are you?
Hey, Erica, I'm doing great. How about yourself?
I'm doing good. Thank you so much for asking. Again, it's great to have you on the show. Thank you so much for taking the time to actually speak with us today. So let's start by telling the viewers why you decided to become a loan officer.
Great. Yeah, I mean, more or less just kind of fell into it. Outside of college, I first got into financing cars. And then from there, I got into real estate. And eventually, when I moved back to Columbus, Ohio, just talked to a lot of people and ended up working as a mortgage loan officer. And now that's been about 7 years. So I'm really happy with my decision.
And was there a particular way on how you got started with, your current lender?
Yeah, actually a guy I worked with about 4 years ago, he and I we became very close friends, and his goal was to always open up a branch. And I always said, once that time comes, please let me know. And I'd love to, work together again. And that's really how it happened. So USA Mortgage is fairly new to Columbus, Ohio. They're out of St. Louis, Missouri. But we've opened a branch here in Dublin and doing really well.
That's great to hear that a friend of yours wanted to bring you along to provide your experience in their business. So that's awesome to hear. Yeah.
Yep.
Okay. So have you had a memorable experience so far with any of the lenders that you've been with, or maybe a customer?
Yeah. I would say my most memorable experience is the very first closing I had. I didn't know everything and learned a lot during that experience. But what was really unique about it is it was an ex-Ohio State football player. And we ended up closing at a Tim Hortons. So we all hung out, had coffee at Tim Hortons, and he ended up buying a house that day. So that was really the springboard to get me where I am today. And I'll never forget that moment.
Yes. So the adrenaline of your first closing is always that you carry that with you, right?
Absolutely.
Yep. Great. So, all right, do you have maybe the top 3 questions that most of your clients ask you, and could you answer those for us?
Yeah, absolutely. So one of the main questions I get almost daily is, do I need 20% down? And the answer is no. You can have as low as 3% down. There's even first-time home buyer programs where you don't even really need your own money to bring to the closing or for your down payment. So there's a lot of really, really good programs that people can qualify for and able to help them purchase a home. So it's not, you don't always have to have the 20% down, which kind of segues into the next most common question is, what is mortgage insurance? Mm-hmm. And mortgage insurance allows you to do that down payment less than 20%. Basically, you just pay a little bit more, which is called the mortgage insurance piece of it. And it's just a little bit of an extra fee on a monthly basis, most commonly on a monthly basis, that gets added to your payment solely because you were not bringing 20% down. So if you do have 20% down, you don't have mortgage insurance. If you have less than 20% down, it is required to have mortgage insurance. So those are 2 common things that a lot of people, you just don't hear about it all that much. As far as, radio shows or commercials, things like that. But 20% down is not a necessity. There are ways that we can get you into a house with less than that. So those are 2 of the most common questions. Another one is, I would say, credit score. What's the requirement there? And really, we can go as low as 580. And the higher the credit score, the more options you're going to have as far as what programs might be available. The higher the score, the lower the interest rate, and some other things. But we can go as low as 580, and running a credit report and doing an application, there is absolutely no cost to that. There's only cost when you actually purchase a home, and then it just gets wrapped in everything else. So we can do credit repair if needed, or if not needed and you're ready to go, we can just provide options as far as what program might fit best to meet your goals and your needs. So those are kind of the most common topics that people ask me. Now there's a ton of different directions we can go, but really it starts with that application. So I know more about the buyer as an individual and find out what their goals are, how long they're going to stay in the house. And then I can create a loan that meets those goals and those needs.
Okay. So it's not a standard procedure for everyone. It's always different because of their individual situations, correct?
Absolutely.
Okay.
Yep, correct.
Perfect. Well, and when you're not helping clients with buying a home, what do you do for fun?
I really enjoy golfing, fishing, just kind of being outdoors. Hope to have a boat sometime soon so I can be on the water even more often. So those are probably my top hobbies. And I love going to new restaurants. Columbus is fantastic for going out to eat. So I like to experience new dining venues, restaurants, whatnot. So we like to do that as well.
Awesome. Any restaurants that off the top of your head that are your favorite?
Oh, wow. I'm a big fan of Filio,
okay.
The Italian joint, either on 33 or Granville. And just shopping around all the pizza places in town. Tommy's is probably my #1 and has been for a long time. So big on the Italian food, Mexican food, and pizza, to be completely honest.
Great. So John, if a young person came to you and asked you for advice on how to live their life, what would you tell them?
I would say just don't be afraid to make any mistakes. You learn from those mistakes, you grow as a person. And, if something scares you, it's probably worth doing. So that would be my advice.
Yes. Someone gave me advice recently, and they actually gave me a cup that says, if your dreams don't scare you, they're not big enough.
Yeah, I love that.
Yeah. And how can clients get in touch with you if they have questions about the mortgage process or if they're ready to buy?
Yeah, I just work off my cell phone. So that number is 614-562-5171, or my email address, which is jmenhart, spelled MENHART, at USA-mortgage.com. Again, USA Mortgage is the company, so you can go to our website there as well. But yeah, just cell phone, email is best, and happy to help anybody out.
Great. Any last words or maybe thoughts that you want to leave everyone with?
Just enjoy every day. And if anybody ever has questions or any needs on the mortgage side of things, I'm happy to help. And then, of course, if they have questions on specific properties or whatnot, they can give you a call, Erica.
Well, thank you, John. Well, it was really nice to sit with you and actually, have this conversation. I was really excited to meet with you and get you featured on the website.
Yeah, thank you for inviting me.
All right, guys. Well, this is it for today's episode on getting to know our neighbors. Again, my name is Erica Sanchez with Home Central Realty. And if you enjoy the video, hit the like button and also share with your friends. Don't forget to check out our new website at parkbench.com/Northern and subscribe to our newsletter. If you are a business and would like to be featured on our site, please connect with me. You can also call or text at 614-905-7664. Bye.